Hello, Brother Larson. Welcome to our Scrum Team 5 presentation as we go through some of our um, sprints for our app development. First off, we're going to start off by going through our product goal. Our product goal was to create a smile movement tracking app designed to encourage physical activity and boost mental well-being. It helped users track walks, runs, or rides while promoting positivity through a supportive, community-focused experience. Similar to the Strava app, that was kind of what our goal was to create an app that can track physical activities. So for Sprint 1, our sprint goal was to create an application name and input 25 desired features for the application using the Agile platform. At the beginning of our project, we had 5 members, so that was 5 items each. As you can see by the photos, there's a list of the items that were created and implemented into our activity feed. Here is a copy of our change log of the different tasks that were implemented and a couple of the ones that were completed. Tasks that were completed this time was implementation of the application name, which was Smile. Sprint goal, this is the 3 additional Jira task added based on our feedback, which was the name was confusing and more features were needed. So those were the 3 tasks added there. Sprint 2 was all about our wireframes. So the sprint goal was to update wireframes, create user stories, and test functionality. There's a copy of our first wireframe followed by our refined wireframe with an updated change log as well. Sprint 2, our feedback was the GPS tracking system was buggy and needed a better user experience. So we added 3 tasks, which was to fix the GPS, add pace tracking features, and add goal setting options there. Sprint 3 our goal was to enhance product backlog and develop Kanban board along with product columns to increase efficiency. So we did that. Honestly, the wireframe was a little bit of the trickiest part in our entire project, was just having everybody come together and mutually agree on how it should function, what it should look like, and what changes were needed, which we so that was the issue. The impact was it was just difficult to come to agreement on that with all the different features that were being discussed and thrown together. So our solution was to have our Scrum Master and Product Owner agree on what was required or what the product owner was looking for exactly, and then the developers and the rest of the team were able to just put that vision together, and that worked out really well. We were able to accomplish it, and you'll be able to see a higher definition wireframe on one of these next slides. Some more feedback and additional changes here for Sprint 3. And then this was the high definition wireframe that took a little bit of time to come together, but like I said, the product owner was able to clearly describe what he was looking for, and the rest of us were able to just make that vision come together. So for Sprint 4, our sprint goal was to create a clickable prototype, add redirection pages, and fix bugs. Here's our updated changelog as well. A bunch of redirections to different pages on the clickable wireframe. And let's see if I can. Okay, awesome. This is just a run through of our clickable wireframe, so you can see this as well. So this is the main home page. So from here you can click goals. It'll take you to a goal page where you can set and edit and change goals. You can click back to the home page if you would like. You can go from the goals page to the journal page and see journal entries there, and enter whatever goals you have there. You can also go here, and then this will also take you to the journal page. If you click any one of these paths, the river, let's say we want to go to Valley Trail, we'll click that, it'll take us to our journal so we can track our progress as we. If you'd like, you can also go from our goals page over to our weekly challenge page, which would just show you a brief little challenge. Let's say go on 5 walks for a week, and you can also track your progress there if you'd like. But that's overall a high-level overview of our wireframe. So that was just a summary of our wireframe and our Scrum presentation for the biggest Agile principle that was learned. There's many, from using Jira to the different roles that each Scrum member holds. I think the biggest one was just being agile, being able to adapt to change on the fly whenever something receives additional feedback, and a change or a bug comes up or anything like that. Just being able to adapt on the fly, opposed to the waterfall principle where everything is just sequential. I think that really was something new that I learned and is applicable not just to technology, but into all different aspects of project management. So I'd say that was probably the overall biggest lesson learned about Agile.